PCP works with law enforcement on every case. All evidence is turned over to officers immediately, unadulterated. Criteria predators meet before an exposure. Suspected predator contacts perceived minor first. Suspected predator accepts perceived minor's age and continues conversing. Suspected predator speaks sexually with perceived minor. Suspected predator disseminates sexually graphic material to perceived minor. Suspected predator requests sexually graphic material from the perceived minor. Suspected predator arranges to meet with perceived minor for sexually explicit activities.
Good life.
Yeah, no worries.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Pretty good, yeah?
Doing alright? What's your name?
Lyndon?
Lyndon?
Yeah.
You go by babe?
No.
Girl in the bathroom said that her boyfriend was coming.
Oh, yeah, that's me.
Okay, yeah, here you go.
Oh, well, thank you.
She wanted you to check it out. It was a present that apparently you had been wanting.
Alright.
So,
Alright.
who were you coming to meet?
Huh?
You look a little old for her. How old was she?
I don't know.
You don't know? Alright, no worries. Waiting for her to finish up her phone call. We were doing a review on the cookies here. They're freaking fabulous. Have you had them? You've never had cookies here? Bro, Insomnia cookies are the shit. How long have we been doing this? Let's see here. Yeah, we've been doing it for a little bit. Lynn, can we shoot straight real quick? My name's Max Sturm. Alright, you wanna have a seat? Just have a talk with me. Alright. So, I know she was calling you babe. Shoot straight with me. How old is she?
I think 12.
12?
Yeah.
Man, thank you for being honest with me, alright?
Yeah.
So, can we get down to brass tacks? You know, what'd you come here to meet her for? Honesty's gonna go a long way with me. You hit me straight with the 12 years old. Hit me straight with everything. We'll get in, we'll get out. Well, you know, we ain't got to be here all day. So, what were you coming to meet her for?
Something really bad.
Okay. What was that?
Sex.
Okay. Buddy, again, I'm going to shake your hand every time you're honest with me, alright?
Alright.
And keep in mind, I got everything right here. Now, Raina, right? What did you ask her to give you?
Pennies.
Okay. Is that what's in that bag?
I don't know.
Take a look.
Yeah.
Okay. And why'd you ask her to give you those?
I don't know.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, Raina's grandma and parents are pretty upset. That's how I got involved. Like, she had that packaged and everything. So, again, let's be honest, all right? Why'd you have her get you those?
Because I was kind of horny and everything.
You're kind of horny?
Yeah.
I get it. What were you going to do? Sniff them and stuff? Yeah. I mean, do you still want to do that? I mean, I ain't going to fault you. But, alright. So, obviously, came to meet her. It's not like just going out to eat or anything like that.
Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing too.
You planning on taking her out to eat? Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Buy her some cookies and stuff. Okay. And what was the plan from here on out?
I don't know, to be honest.
I mean, did you send her some pictures of? You stopped and picked up some condoms, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And did you bring those inside with you?
Bank pocket. Right here.
You got them right there?
Yeah.
Man, I appreciate it. You're being super honest with me. I love it. Now, Lyndon, what are your plans for the future here? I mean, what are your aspirations to be an adult?
Hopefully be a firefighter.
Hoping to be a firefighter?
Yeah.
Okay. And, you know, as a firefighter, you're entrusted to save lives.
Yes.
You know, don't you think messing around with a 12-year-old would be doing kind of an adverse reaction to that?
That is right, yeah.
You know, you're putting her in risk, right?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be keeping them from risk.
Yeah.
So why would we do that?
I don't know, sir.
I don't know. Okay. When did your fascination start with, 12-year-olds and stuff like that?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. Because obviously, I've seen Raina. I've met her. I met her parents, and I want to tell you right now, she doesn't look like she's an adult. So obviously, when you started the conversation with her and started calling her babe and stuff like that,
It won't happen again, I promise.
I get that. We need to get down to the bottom of why it started, though.
Yeah.
Just like, alcoholics go to AA meetings, and they get down to the bottom of why they started drinking in the first place.
Yeah.
So, obviously you had an attraction to her for a reason. What was it, the age? Was it the availability?
The availability.
The availability? Okay. Do you normally start your conversations with new people instantly sending pictures of your own genitals?
No, sir.
No? Okay. So what was it about Raina?
I don't know.
No? Okay. It's not like you're ordering Papa John's or something like that. You're out there trying to hook up with kids. Which, by the way, if you're ever in the area again, Papa Duke's, best pizza joint around here.
Yeah.
So good. It'll make your woman's have a whap. You know what I mean? So, excellent cream sauce, by the way.
Yeah.
So again, Papa Duke's, best spot. With that being said, what was it again that was interesting you about Raina? I mean, you sent her messages.
I thought she was kind of pretty.
Thought she was pretty?
Yeah.
Okay. Is age just a number for you, or I mean?
No, I just didn't think. I wasn't thinking before I did.
Okay. So, what's your hard limit? Like, obviously Raina's 12, and you came here fully prepared to go through with the acts, correct?
Yes, sir.
So, obviously 12 isn't your hard limit. What's your hard limit?
At least 20.
Well, we know that's not true, because I need a handshake back, bud. Because you're gonna hook up with a 12-year-old today, right? So is your hard limit 11, 10? Does she have to be developed or not developed at all?
Probably not developed.
Okay, so if she's not developing, that's your hard limit. Okay, so if you have a 9-year-old that's developing, you're interested?
I mean, not really.
Not really?
Yeah.
Okay. So where do we draw that line?
I don't know, sir.
You don't know?
No.
Okay. Have you ever been in a situation like this before? Because obviously, those aren't the only chat logs I can see with, Facebook. It's real easy to do a Facebook preservation request.
Mm-hmm.
We can see everybody you're talking to. I got involved with this today, so I didn't go digging deep. But definitely looks like you're talking to some other girls. How many do you think you're talking to right now?
I don't know, sir. I know.
Okay. Would you say it's more than 5?
I think so.
More than 5? And how many of them do you think are under 18?
I honestly don't know.
You don't keep all their ages straight?
No.
How many do you think may be under 18?
Maybe 2 or 3.
More than 2 or 3? And have you taken those conversations graphic like you have with Raina? How many of them got pictures of your genitals?
Maybe 1.
Maybe one other? So, okay.
Maybe, but I'm not too sure.
Okay. I mean, you got your cell phone on you?
Yeah.
I'd be happy to take a look at it with you. part of my ministry is to help keep people accountable.
Yeah.
I'm not law enforcement. I'm just a guy that's out trying to witness and take care of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you had a passcode on your phone. I gotta ask, is it child porn adjacent or anything?
No, it's my birthday.
It's your birthday?
Yeah.
Like all the digits or just the birth year?
Birth year.
Birth year?
Yeah.
So was that like 1996 or something?
99.
1999? So it's a 4-digit code? Awesome. So how many conversations do you think you're having here?
She is over 18, so.
Okay. Looks like you're talking quite a few.
Yeah, which I don't know if.
Okay. And I'm looking like 24 ladies right there, and without seeing any guy profile pictures.
Which I think I'm probably just gonna ask her age, to be honest.
I'm sorry?
I think I'm just gonna ask her age first, then.
Gotcha. That's a great plan.
Yeah.
Now, you did send Raina some pornography that wasn't you, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it another girl?
Yeah.
How old was that girl?
She looked a lot more older, so.
Okay. Do you know how old she was?
No, but it was on a porn site.
It was on a porn site?
Yeah.
So you just took it off of there and sent it? Okay. That's good. Because I've been able to track your phone, and I see that you're involved in some risky apps.
Yeah.
Do you know which ones I'm talking about? Which ones?
This one, it's that one.
Vidsy?
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that one. I saw you were on Signal and Telegram.
Well, Signal I downloaded, but I never got actually on it.
Okay.
Or Telegram, but.
Gotcha. So, is anybody sending you anything that you shouldn't be getting? No? You haven't seen any graphic images of children or anything like that you shouldn't be seeing?
Actually, yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
Been sent to your phone? Where did those come from?
One of my exes.
One of your exes?
Mm-hmm.
She sent you, or I'm assuming she, right? I mean, it's 2025, no judgment.
Yeah.
The only time I'm going to judge is if it's somebody under 18, okay?
No, she's not. So.
She's not? Okay. Where did she get that image?
I think from her.
From?
She done it. Yeah.
Okay, so she took the image of a child that was...
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
It was of her.
Of her?
Yeah.
Okay, and how old was she?
18, 19, I do believe.
18, 19?
Yeah.
How old was she when she took the picture?
18.
18, okay. How recent were you seeing her?
Not for a while now.
Okay. How old is she right now?
19, I believe.
She's 19, and you're 30, right?
No,
How old are you?
26.
26, okay. So 26, you're wanting to be a firefighter.
Mm-hmm.
You know that this is bad. You could be in you could get into a lot of trouble doing this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, we need to get down to the bottom of it and make sure this never ever happens again.
Yeah.
So, take me back to Raina.
Mm-hmm.
What was it about Raina that got you going? I mean, you had seen maybe one picture of her, and then you instantly sent a picture of yourself to her?
Yeah, it was, I think, a face shot, and I was kind of interested. So.
That wasn't a face shot, bud. The picture's in that bag. Can we be honest? What did you send her initially?
Dick pics.
I appreciate the honesty. All right, you get a handshake back. All right. So you're sending somebody that I saw her Facebook profile. She definitely comes across as a kid right off the gate. So why would we send somebody that we don't even know a picture of our genitals?
I don't know. It was just in the moment.
Just in the moment?
Yeah.
Were you drinking? Were you stoned? Were you sober?
I was a little bit sober and everything. So.
Okay. Now, I gotta ask, do you have any disabilities, anything like that?
Just learning disabilities.
Learning disability?
Yeah, that's about it that I can
Gotcha.
think of.
Is it just like reading and writing, or?
Mainly like math and a little bit of...
Man, I ain't that good in math either.
Yeah.
And to me, 2 + 2 still equals 17. So
Yeah.
we're good there. So just that kind of stuff. You were never classified as incompetent or anything like that. No, you're not on SSI for any disabilities, anything like that?
No, sir.
Gotcha. Working a full-time job?
Trying to.
Trying to? Okay.
Yeah.
And then trying to be a firefighter on top of that?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Try to go to West T and become a firefighter, but
Gotcha. Wanting to be a volunteer or full-time?
full-time.
That's respectable. It's very respectable.
Yeah.
So, what are some things that we can do to keep from having this issue again?
Well, I could probably ask their age first, and if they're underage, block them and
Okay.
go from there.
So we know for a fact that sending the pictures of your genitals first was definitely a no-go, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's creeper level status, even if you're hitting on a 50-year-old woman, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we can agree to that. So yeah, definitely asking age. Now, what should we have done when she said that she was 12?
Block her.
That's a great start. But we definitely, I mean, like I said, I got the chats right here. I'm 12. Never seen a PECA before, other than health class. Yeah. Is that as big as it gets? No, it gets, no, if it's in a virgin, it gets bigger. What?
I don't know. I didn't know how to spell that right. It was,
I mean, you definitely knew how to, what were you trying to spell?
vagina.
Vagina? I mean, you definitely spelled that right a little bit later on.
Yeah, my autocorrect.
Autocorrect?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of leaning to you have an attraction to virgins, which, you know what? Who doesn't? You know, nobody wants to be with somebody that had a train run on them, right?
Yeah.
So
I already had one of them.
yeah, I feel bad for you, bud.
Yeah.
But you know, there's a difference in having a legal virgin. You know, you're 26, man. You already should cut your limit at 25, no less than 25. In my opinion, women under 35 are psycho.
Yeah.
So, leave it at that.
Yeah.
You know, it's pointing me to the fact that you have an attraction for younger girls, and I'm really believing that you do, and I'm just wondering when it started for you. Was it the fact that you know, they were staying the same age, you're getting older, and you were liking that, and
Honestly, I thought, I don't know about anymore, but I thought like some younger girls liked older dudes. That's what I thought.
some women like older guys, yeah. But is it okay for a 12-year-old to like a 26-year-old? No. I mean, yeah, I guess it's okay for a 12-year-old because their brain isn't fully developed yet. You know, they say your brain stops developing by the time you hit 25. You're over 25, so as an adult, we should be making the correct decision there, correct?
That's correct.
All right, but we didn't today. And this has been going on for, I think, since Monday, right? So you've had 6 days this week where you could have stopped the conversation and you didn't.
Yeah.
So why do we have that attraction to the minors?
I don't know.
Okay. Did anything ever happen to you when you were a kid?
I mean, in a way, it kind of did, because my mom's ex kind of raped my sister when she was young.
Okay.
And it just stuck in my brain.
Okay. So you were in a household where it happened, but not
Yes.
directly to you.
Yes.
Okay. And what kind of turmoil did you see your sister go through?
A lot of bad things.
So you want to perpetuate that cycle for okay. I mean that's where it's kind of leading me.
Yeah.
I'm at a loss here, because obviously we don't just wake up one day at 26 years old. You know, you send an image to somebody you didn't know was 12 years old. As soon as you found out, I'm sorry, you know, unsend it. Hope that nothing ever happens of it. Not continue the conversation, but you continue the conversation. So there's something there that is a driving force for you, you know? And I don't think we've uncovered that yet. Do you think back, you know, how old, and this isn't to be embarrassing or anything like that, because everybody develops differently. Everybody has their first experiences at different times, you know. How old were you when you first had a kiss? How old were you when you first got with someone?
15, 14, I can't remember.
First kiss?
Yeah.
Okay, how old were you when you lost your virginity?
18.
About 18?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. How old were they?
Maybe 18, I believe.
Okay, right around the same age?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not a problem. If they were 17, you had an existing relationship, it's understandable, okay? It's completely understandable. So, now...
And I thought, because I've had so much relationships that just did not end well, and I thought Raina would be the one that would probably stay with me.
Gotcha.
And I just...
Well, how would that work out?
It won't.
Theoretically, what made you think that she would stay with you?
The way she's treating me.
Way she was treating you?
Mm-hmm.
Talking to you, answering your questions. Okay. So was it a lonely scenario?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you don't seem to be that lonely. I mean, you have quite a few conversations going on there.
Which they're all fake anyways.
They're-
Some of them are.
Really? They're all fake?
Yeah, I don't know why I'm even talking to them.
Okay. And what makes you think they're fake?
Their profile pictures and everything, and like it doesn't have like the school and the other thing.
I mean, mine doesn't have that either. I can think of probably 400 or 500 people on my friends list that don't have the school and stuff like that. That's just extra information that not everybody puts in.
Yeah.
Have they been asking you for like money or something, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Raina never asked you for anything like that.
No.
No. Whose idea was it to meet?
I think it was hers.
It was hers?
Yeah.
I mean,
Or me.
I think it was you.
Yeah.
Because I think on like Thursday even. Can we agree that's you?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Because I think on Thursday even, and that's you again. But you're awfully proud of that thing.
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah, it was you.
Yeah.
And you brought up the meeting for fornication and stuff like that, right? She didn't bring that up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And did you ask her for any images of herself that were inappropriate? I can look back through there. I don't remember seeing it, but like I said, honesty goes a long way.
I honestly don't think I did, but I could have.
You could have?
Yeah.
Okay. And what would you have done if you had gotten those images?
honest, I'd probably jack off to him,
Okay.
to be honest.
Hey, personal gratification, I understand, and thank you again for honesty. Like I said, keep being honest with me. I'm going to be respectful. I'll shake your hand. I'll call you out if I think you're lying to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, which I appreciate that.
Okay, it's good. So, how many condoms did you bring?
3.
3? Were you hoping to use all 3 of them?
In a way, yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Gotcha. How in depth did your conversations go with her about the fornication, different acts?
Quite a few I did.
Quite a few?
Yeah.
Okay. And did you discuss a bunch of different positions and stuff like that? Okay. Was there one in particular that you were really wanting to... What was that?
69.
69? Gotcha. Got a thing for that?
In a way,
Okay.
I kind of do, but
Gotcha.
even though I never tried it, but
You never tried it, okay.
nah.
But Raina seemed like the one to try it with. Okay. Why? Man, I'll tell you what. You know, I talk to a lot of people, and most of them can tell me what the first instance was that they were interested in somebody younger than them. Are you in any groups or anything that you shouldn't be online? Like teen groups, anything like that?
Yes, teen dating.
Teen dating?
Yeah.
Are you a teenager?
No.
No? Okay. You haven't been a teenager for quite some time.
Yeah.
So why would you be in a teen dating group?
I don't know, to be honest. Maybe try to find somebody that would actually love me for me, more than likely.
Gotcha. So you think you're gonna find that with a teenager? I mean, younger women are typically a little bit more shallow.
Yeah.
So, so one find somebody that'd love you for you, and thought you'd found that with a 12-year-old. I get it. I mean, Raina's pretty upset right now. She really is. And I don't know exactly how mom and grandma found out about it, but I got a phone call today and said, hey, look into this. And, you know, would you agree that doing this, you've messed with a child's life? Even just the conversations? Okay. Think that's a good idea?
No.
Okay. How much turmoil do you remember your sister going through? How old was she when that happened?
Maybe 11.
11? Okay, so very similar, right? And how long do you think it took her to get past it?
She's still kind of not over it in a way.
Pretty good answer, right?
Mm.
Do you really think Raina'd get past it?
No.
Okay. Now, tell me, she was all about meeting you. If you guys got to the point where you're in bed together, couch, I don't care where, and you're ready to have some fun, would you have continued even if she said no?
Yeah. Well, no, I would have not. I would have said no. I'd be like, alright, I'm done.
Okay. So you would have
Stop.
full stop if she said no. Okay, I can respect that. So only if it was consensual would you have continued?
Probably not.
Well,
Well, if she said that.
if she said yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Only if she said yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And in the conversations, you brought up having sex first. You brought up, bringing condoms, and she made sure. I know she made sure because she didn't want to get pregnant.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to get pregnant at 12.
I didn't want to get her pregnant either. That's
Gotcha.
why I thought of them.
Now, at some point in time, you did want to have kids with her, though, right?
I mean, maybe later down the road.
Down the
if
road.
We got to know each other a little bit more.
Okay. But not right away.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why is it you wanted to wait?
I don't know, just to get to know her.
Get to know her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maybe get to know her before sending a dick pic,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Maybe find out if she's not 12
Yeah.
and over 18. Like I said, you're over 25, bud. Stick with over 25 for now.
Yeah.
Um, gotcha. Okay. How many, you said you never actually got into Telegram or Signal, but you did download those apps?
I do believe so.
Okay.
I would
What made you download those apps?
Because some girls wanted me to download it and everything, so I didn't know if it was fake or not, to be honest with you.
You know, most of those people that want you to Telegram it are up to no, download Telegram and stuff are up to no good.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah. They're very dangerous apps. You can get sucked into stuff pretty quick.
Yeah.
And now your phone number does come back to them.
Mm-hmm.
So that does tell me that you downloaded them and you opened them up and set up an account.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember setting up accounts?
Yeah, it was a while back ago. I
Okay.
don't remember exactly when,
Okay.
but
And have you been added to any groups or anything on those since you downloaded them?
I don't think I have.
You don't think you have?
I don't think.
Okay. How about that Vidsy? I've never heard of that.
It's basically, I just found it not too long ago. It's where you get to choose like the ages and everything, and the amount, like what you are and everything, and the age.
So, dating app.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. All right. And are there kids on there that you found? Okay. Gotcha. Maybe that's where we should be finding people to hit up on, not Facebook.
Yeah.
Not Facebook dating.
Yeah.
Okay. How about Zangy? Have you ever heard of Zangy?
I don't think I have.
Okay. Gotcha. Any other telecommunication apps and stuff that you've been asked to download, secure ones, anything like that?
No, just Telegram and
Signal?
yeah.
Not Whisper or Wait. Not Whisper or anything like that. Okay.
Just those two.
Gotcha. And you can't remember if you've been added to any groups, anything?
No, I can't.
Okay. Have you received any images on like Instagram or Facebook from anybody that you shouldn't have?
I don't think I have.
You don't think you have?
No, I don't think.
Gotcha. And you drove your car here today, right? That's that Buick Regal, blue in color, missing a front bumper.
Well, I still got the front bumper, but
It's not on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha. What's that decal on the passenger side? Is that a Cubs logo or something?
No, it's actually a racing one.
It's a racing one?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like sprint cars and everything.
Okay, into racing, huh? Do you race yourself or?
I originally wanted to, but my go-kart is like a dirt go-kart.
Yeah.
It just vanished.
Just vanished?
Yeah.
Somebody stole it? And that's rough.
Yeah.
Wow. Who would steal?
I don't know.
I mean, I get they're fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, if I had hobbies, it'd give me something to keep my mind off things. So that's what I'm at least trying to do, get a hobby so I can actually keep my mind off things.
Gotcha. Gotcha. What other hobbies do you have besides that?
Gaming and
What kind of gaming?
like PS4.
PS4? Warzone, that kind of stuff? Gotcha. I got a buddy that is big into gaming, and he plays that Warzone all the time. My Xbox died the other day, well, a probably 4 or 5 months ago, I don't miss it one bit. You know, I'm out having fun with people.
Yeah.
You know, people my age, a little bit older. I want to try that, bud.
Yeah. That's true.
Instead of, you know, hitting up babe here and, you know. One thing I have noticed over the years, people will typically use babe when they're talking to a whole bunch of people. That way they don't have to remember a certain name. Is that why you were sticking on babe so heavy?
That, and I didn't really know how to say her name right.
Didn't know how to say her name. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Maybe you should ask her that.
Yeah.
You know, hey, how do you pronounce your name? How old are you? Instead of going, hey, here's my dick.
Yeah. That's understandable.
Yeah. So, where do we go from here? You're missing your key fob.
Yeah, it's broken, so I just have my key.
Gotcha. So where do we go from here?
To delete her and go from there, and go through the phone and ask their ages, and if they're younger, then just delete them.
Gotcha. Do you know what you were doing was illegal? You know you can get into a lot of trouble for that?
Yeah.
Do you know what crimes that you committed there? Do you know how many of them? Committed quite a few, bud. You know, disseminating pornography to a minor of both yourself and somebody else. That is a crime. Each one of them is a separate charge. You know, soliciting a minor. You know, asking for sex, asking for her to generate pornographic images of herself. And then distribute them to you is also a crime that she would have committed. And you know, that's so many things that could have been bad. And you're lucky you got Max here and not law enforcement. You know, and you're being very honest with me. And you know, like my buddy Pete Hunter says, you know, got to have them warm and fuzzies and when we're all done with this. And I got to make sure that everything's going to be fine. And
My sister. I was just wait.
yeah, you know, we got to make sure that I ain't going to be worried about you doing this again.
Yeah, that's understandable.
You know, I got to make sure that here in the next, you know, 6 months, year, 10 years, 20 years, that Lyndon from Clay City isn't out trying to meet up with, you know, somebody under 18 again, especially a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
Or, you know, heaven forbid, somebody younger.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just do that then. Just delete everybody as they're at their age first. Then if they're younger, just delete them.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I mean, what business do you have talking to him?
Yeah.
It's not like you're a youth pastor or anything like that, are you?
No.
Yeah, you're not involved in any youth ministries or outreach or anything, right?
Yeah. No.
No. So, who all are you around that is a youth?
Not really much people.
Not many.
No.
Well, you live with your sister, right? She's got kids, right? How old are the kids?
I can't remember.
You don't remember how old your nieces and nephews are? How many are there?
2.
2? One boy, one girl?
Both girls.
Both girls? How old would you say they are?
Maybe 2 or 3 at least.
Maybe 2 or 3?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Is that your sister?
My mom.
It's your mom? Gotcha. You know, 2 or 3, it scares me because, you know, them in 9 or 10 years would be the same age as Raina.
Which I'm actually not planning on staying there for long. I'm trying to work up and get
That's
my
good.
own place.
Have you have you been attracted to those kids at all? Like I said, be honest with me. Honesty goes a very long way.
Honestly, I haven't, because my sister and my sister's boyfriend's there, and I just don't.
Okay. So you don't watch them at all, you don't babysit, anything like that?
No, it's mainly my sister's boyfriend that's watching them.
Mainly your sister's boyfriend? Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a good thing. That helps put my mind at ease. Do you think maybe you should separate yourself from that situation, seeing as you have a little bit of a predication for that?
Yeah, just keep my way away from that.
Okay. Are you in any sort of therapy or
Not really.
okay, do you go to church at all? Okay. Have you talked to your pastor or anybody, a deacon, about your predication for being attracted to minors?
No, not really, but I need to. Which Sunday, tomorrow, I'll go and
Gotcha.
watch them.
Okay. You know, that's a good thing. Definitely a good thing. You know, I want to see you grow and, you know, everybody be safe, including yourself. Hi there, officer.
How's it going?
Going all right. We're just having a conversation with Lyndon here. Lyndon was having some inappropriate conversations with a 12-year-old he was meeting here today for sex, correct? You're not going to do that anymore, right?
No.
And you did bring condoms and stuff, and you asked her to supply pre-worn panties and stuff. You sent pornographic images of yourself and somebody else to the minor? Okay. Yeah, we've just been having a conversation about that. He's saying that he's going to delete her and not have those conversations ever again. He met her on Facebook, and he's hoping that this doesn't affect his career as becoming a firefighter here soon for Clay City.
Okay.
So,
Can I speak to you outside?
most definitely.
Thank you, sir. What are these? Are these text messages?
Yes,
I
sir.
assume?
Yep. So that is his number. That is that he's in possession of right now.
Okay.
And he did show me that he's talking to multiple people, and he thinks that some of them, other than their decoy, is younger than 18 as well.
Okay.
So I was hoping that may be enough to at least seize the device until you guys get a warrant. Exigent circumstances, obviously.
I'm gonna make a phone call about that. Can I keep this?
That is all yours,
Perfect.
and that is my email address.
It's got like a gift bag with some underwear that apparently.
That's what he had asked. Was the purple panties with stars on them that she had said that she was wearing. He asked for them to be soiled and brought to him, and we were going to try to get him to handle them inside. So that
You guys. That's
yeah,
from you guys.
yeah, we brought
Those
it.
are clean, right?
No,
They're not clean.
they are not.
Thank God I cleans them, I guess.
That was a little bit of the fun that we were trying to have with all of it. You want to be a creep? We're going to have a little bit of fun with you.
Let me make a phone call real quick, Sean.
Yes, sir. If we're inside and the camera's rolling, if you can just call me sir or Max or something like that.
I can do
Appreciate
that. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Sir.
I like sir.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
You've been calling me sir, so give the respect back.
Yeah, he showed me his Facebook conversations, that he's having a bunch of different conversations, and he said that some of them may be under 18.
So he told
Did it kick out of landscape? It never did landscape?
No.
That's weird.
Then everyone was complaining their necks were hurting. So I ended up switching that, and then I asked him the volume wasn't very good, so I asked him to turn down the music or turn it off. So
Gotcha.
Officer Doppel, what's going on? What's your cell phone at? Okay, I'm going to take this as evidence of sin. Okay, did you give him all your information? You did? Yeah. Okay. It's all correct, up to date. Up-to-date phone number, address. This is your correct address?
Yeah, that's correct.
It's current?
Yeah.
Okay. Linda, do you have any statements to make to us? Before I read you this, you're free to leave, okay? You're free to leave at any time. Before you ask any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer before answering any questions and have a lawyer with you during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you. Do you understand the terms? Okay, before you say anything to me, I want you to understand and tell me that you understand that you are free to leave at any time. That you wish to talk to me at all.
I just need some help, some therapy. Do you guys have anything for this?
That would be something that would be done through the courts right now, okay? But I believe they may be able to do that for you. Do you have any statements to make to me about what happened today?
I just want to say I'm sorry for everything. I just don't know what going through my head right now. I'm stressed out. And I just want to say sorry for everything.
Is this the only cell phone you have in your possession?
Yes.
Okay. Then you're free to leave, okay?
I'll just leave that there.
Okay. Did you bring that with you?
No, sir. That's what he asked for the decoy to bring.
Is that your key?
Yeah.
Is that your soda?
No, that's mine.
Okay. Make sure you grab your key. Just grab any property you came in here with.
Sorry again, guys.
Okay. All right, sir. Thank you.
Officers, thank you so much.
Thank you. Sorry.
Professionalism is...
As I said, we're going to take his phone. Do you have anything else you can give us?
Everything is available in a drive. If you have a email address or an Axon link, just send it to that email address I supplied you, and we'll get everything submitted over for you.
Perfect. All right. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a great day. Okay.
Oh, we're gonna try.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you.